name's Octavio Mineta, and I sing in the Soft White Sixties.
Ryan Noble, I play the bass guitar, Soft White Sixties.
Joshua Cook, and I play the guitar in the Soft White Sixties.
Aaron Eisenberg, I play the guitar and the keyboard in the Soft White Sixties. Same band.
Joey Bustos, I play the drums in the Soft White Sixties.
The band started 3 years ago in San Francisco, where most of us are from, and it started with Octavio playing his guitar at a party in the Mission District, and our drummer Joey.
I heard it was the hate.
Was it the hate?
Lower hate,
It was
buddy.
lower hate. It was San Francisco.
Yeah. We're figuring it out.
And then I was playing, and Joey comes up to me and says, "You guys have a drummer?" And we're like, "No." He's like, "You do now." So then we had a drummer.
Pretty much.
And then we needed a bassist. Joey knew.
I knew Ryan from a previous band, so I asked him to come hang out and jam for a bit till we found a bass player, which he seemed to like it because after one rehearsal he said, "I want to be in this
He's
group."
like, "All right,
so
take it."
we had a bass player, and then
we met Aaron, and Aaron came in and helped us up with another guitar and keys, right? And then we lost our other guitarist. We're like, we need a guitarist. And so Aaron goes,
I knew Josh.
Oh my god.
I knew Aaron from before. We knew each other from before this band. And
Okay.
we got in it, and then he called me up one day. He's like, "Hey, play at the Viper Room in LA. You want to
That's
come
right.
just fill in?"
yeah. So we met him like out for like a day or two.
Yeah.
Before we went to
Any of
LA.
these
Yeah.
guys. And we practiced like a couple times, drove down, played the gig, and then drove back. Like, so like 5 days. All of a sudden, I was in the band.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of
So it's
just came
all
together.
just
Yeah.
connections and.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cosmic-
All
cosmic
friends.
timing.
Yeah.
I often think that the biggest challenge for us was getting past kind of the sort of crappy shows that you have to deal with
Okay.
when you're a new band. You have to deal with playing shows where there's nobody there, and it's a dark, cheap, shitty club where you just make any money, and there's and basically nobody knows who you are, and just kind of going through that initial gauntlet of getting 20, 30, 40 shows out of the way so that eventually people start to learn who you are.
All of us, we'd have a show. It started with family and friends.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Someone like doing, I'll go check your band out. Kind of a favor almost,
Okay.
Like, I'll support you. That's really what it comes down to. Every band starts like that.
Yeah.
Family and friends.
That's true.
And then that friend brings a friend, And so then our connection becomes more distant with them, And that friend brings a friend. And soon enough, it's friends of friends of friends, and it goes on. And it's,
In addition to that, like wherever you play, there tends to be somebody random there at that place.
at least one person.
At least one person,
for sure.
who's not affiliated with any friends or family or anything, who sees the band for the first time, digs it, and they go and tell somebody, and then they come back, and it's the same thing. Like they start to bring people over, and it just grows like that.
I would say it's ultimately a cocktail of sort of personal hustling, where we call people and we're Facebooking and we're kind of getting hold of people that we know, trying to convince them to come, and that's all we can do within our power. Other than that, it's all we did was just play, and eventually more people started to
And let people know as best we can.
We played a lot too. We didn't really like turn any shows down. We play whatever we could get, and we'd play like multiple times in the city in like 1 weekend even.
We used to play almost at least every weekend in San Francisco.
Yeah.
We did for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. We would just, if someone had a show, we'd be on it. It's like,
We just like what bands even do. We weren't like, oh, we can only play with bands that sound like us. We just like, if you have a show, we'll play. Like,
Yeah.
you name it, we played.
Tuesday Chemos, hell yeah.
Juice Bar, Steakhouse, restaurants. Well, there's one where we loaded in and people were eating steak and lobster.
It was like a really
And
Wow.
that was odd. So we're holding drum kits and like amps, and people are eating in the restaurant. And it smells like
They had,
garlic
like-
butter. The whole venue.
There were like romantic dates with like shrimp scampi and like a bottle of wine, and we were like trying not to hit them with our guitars, as and
Wow.
probably equally confusing for both of us. We're like, why are there people eating shrimp scampi and pasta? And they were like, why are there people carrying
Yeah, for sure.
fires,
We both thought we were in different places.
Right. That was down to Orange County, which is kind of confusing.
Oh, okay.
We played a place in Denver our last tour that was a rad music venue, and then it was like a barbecue spot and a bowling alley.
Yeah.
So that kind of turned out good.
Yeah,
cool.
We finished our set, and like the owner closed it down and let us.
that's awesome.
Also, too, is neat. We were in what's that? In where SantaCon was.
Eugene.
Eugene.
Yeah.
We're in Eugene, Oregon. We're in Eugene, Oregon. Yeah, we're in Eugene. And if I don't know if you're familiar with SantaCon.
yeah.
No.
So SantaCon's kind of this thing. One time a year, San Francisco does as well, but basically there's a massive invite, and everyone shows up, does a pub crawl, but they're all dressed like Santas. So we don't know what's going on. We're at the venue, and then all of a sudden, like 100 Santas walk
And there's
in.
like multiple groups, so they just be.
So Santas are just filling the bar. Everybody's dressed like Santa. That was pretty fun.
Reindeer, but
Yeah, mostly Santa.
Wow.
That was funny. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also
that
the
is
juice
great.
bar in Echo Park.
We always joke about the juice bar because I don't think we even got paid. They just gave us
No.
like half-off smoothies.
Oh.
It was like, these shows are the gauntlet that we have to go through before shows eventually started getting better and better.
That vegan chicken burrito.
Yeah.
We finish a song. All you hear in the background.
So considering that we have played shows like that, being here at Webster Hall
Yeah.
is a really big deal for us.
I mean, right now, especially the stage of our band, I mean, that's basically what we're doing things for. You know, I mean, we literally we ask them on these shows just literally to keep our van running.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To pay for our rehearsal space and pay for gas and keep our van up. That's really all it goes into. We get it and it goes back into the van, back into our space, back into everything. You know, it's like that's really it's for. And we've been fortunate enough to we have to play shows like that. We want to play more shows, but it kind of funds itself.
Right.
And also considering that this is our first U.S. tour as the Soft White Sixties, a big objective of this whole affair is just promotion. And it's we're not expecting to come home and buy new cars. It's not going to happen at all.
Maybe.
So we have to endure this tour and the next one and probably the next 2 or 3 after
It's exciting
that before
though,
it'll start actually being
Yeah, it's exciting. For us, pay aside, I mean, the most exciting thing is playing a show like this and you walk in, there's people there. I mean, that is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've played shows like, on this tour, 3 people, 5 people, 6 people, and then all of a sudden you walk in, there's 10 people there. You're like, this is great. This is gonna be amazing. You know, it's like, because those are people that never heard us before, and it's for us to get that, and like tonight, it's a good crowd and everything, that's a really great thing for us to get in a place we haven't played, that's actually better than the play. It's nice.
Off the top of my head, like, find people who are as committed as you are.
Yeah.
Because if they're not, then it ain't gonna happen.
If they're not as committed as you are, you'll find out real quick.
I would definitely say on a similar token, you just have to keep on playing. You have to play more, and when you're tired, you play more. And when you're practicing for 1 night a week, start practicing 2 nights a week. And after you do that, start practicing 4 nights a week.
Make sure, like Ryan said at another venue, we're talking to some bands, like, just meet as many people as you can. Really, I mean, we meet bands at every show, and it's really important, to develop relationships and treat them well, and it's like really, I mean, that's really how everything's come together.
Absolutely right.
Be nice and just accumulate friendships.
Yeah, you have to if you have any kind of shyness, you have to learn to swallow that. You have to engage people that are at the shows, people in the audience, the sound people, the people that come to, you just never know who's going to help you with what, and that's actually the management that we have now, which eventually led to us having the booking agency, which allowed us to be here now, was just through that kind of conversation at a show. If we wouldn't have talked to this guy, we probably wouldn't be here. It's as simple as so. You just have to be engaging. You have to engage your instrument, engage with songs, engage with your bandmates, and engage with people at the show.
Everything that he said, we're doing that now.
We'll be doing it.
We will never stop doing that.
They say it takes like 5 years for a business to like get off the ground.
Right.
This band is only 3 years old.
Yeah.
So if like the same applies to a band, we're still like the next 2 years are just gonna be hustle. That break.